Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. Today's topic is going to be success and failure. But before we begin, smash that like button and subscribe. Success and failure. Check out my website at marksinspiration.com if you'd like to get to know more about myself and what I do. What I do is try to inspire people. Hopefully I do. But by inspiring people, or at least with the intent of inspiring people, I inspire myself. Because in life you cannot give nothing away without it coming back to you multiplied. And in the same respect, you can't take away anything from anybody without it being taken away from you multiplied. So remember that. That's an inevitable law of the universe. Irrevocable, unbreakable. It's going to happen. Maybe not immediately, but it will happen. Okay, but back to success and failure. Tell me about your failures. Are you failing a lot? If not, you're not out there doing anything. You're not trying enough. Because by your failures, you will succeed. Don't wait until you're perfect. Don't wait until you can do it perfectly. If you wait until you can do it perfectly, you will never do it. Don't be afraid to fail. Yes, people are going to laugh at you. People are going to act like they think you're stupid. But these people are the ones that aren't doing anything. Because if they were, they would realize that everyone fails their way to success. Have I made failures? I can't count how many times I've failed. How many so-called seemingly stupid mistakes I've made. We all make mistakes from ignorance of whatever it is we're pursuing. But no matter how much you study, or how much you practice, or how many people you talk to, or how much you learn, until you actually get out there and do it, there's no way you're going to do it perfectly or exactly correct until you find your own way, or your niche, as they say. Because you may see Bill over there who does a certain thing that you want to do. You can't do it exactly like Bill does it. Yes, you can learn from Bill, but once you learn everything from Bill that you need to learn, at least enough to get started, you have to start out on your own. And no matter what you've learned from Bill, you're going to make mistakes. And when you make these mistakes, you will learn from them, and you will find your way to do whatever it is you want to do. But don't be afraid of what people are going to say. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. It's just we're all born as mistake makers, or as some of the religions like to say, sinners. Yes, we're all sinners. But that word does not mean you're a bad person. It means you're born to make mistakes. Were we born not to make mistakes, we would not learn as we do. Because as human beings, we learn more from our mistakes than we do from our successes. Many times, mistakes bring pain, shame, maybe guilt, whatever. It brings up all these emotions, and we are emotional beings. Now, this discomfort we get from these feelings that we have from making these mistakes motivate us from within to change. Or you can blame other people and never change. The one most important thing you need to do is take that word blame out of your vocabulary. You made the mistake even if someone gave you the wrong information. I remember for the first 30 years of my life, I was never wrong. How can that be? No, I was wrong many times, but I would never accept responsibility. At least I would say, well, if I made the mistake, it was because you gave me the wrong information. How can that be? I'm wrong many times every day now, and it's easier to be wrong than it is to fight to be right. Do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Even when you're 100% sure you are right, you could possibly be wrong. I'll give you a little example in my life. I ordered something for my daughter on a Tuesday. okay, here in the U.S., and it was Sunday, the following Sunday, and my daughter says, "Hey, Daddy, do you think that thing you ordered for me will come today?" I said, "No, honey, it's not going to come today because it's Sunday. The mail doesn't come on Sunday." All my life, I think I was 50, maybe I was 60 at the time. The mail only came 5 days a week. So I would have bet the house on it that that product was not going to come that day because the mail is not delivered on Sundays. Well, later on in the afternoon, here comes the mail truck. And guess what? It brought her package. How can that be? Well, Amazon had just then started delivering on Sundays, and they used the mail service, the U.S. mail, to deliver products. So I was wrong. Fortunately, she didn't argue with me. Fortunately, there was no one else around to argue with me, because probably I would have argued with them, because I knew the mail does not come on Sundays. 60 years of experience told me the mail never arrives on Sundays. And what is the point of all this? You don't always know. Even when you think you're 100% correct, and I could have gotten many people to agree with me that day, I was wrong. So think about that the next time you're arguing with someone and you are sure you are right. You may be wrong, and better to admit it then than to find out later and have to come back and eat crow, as we say. But that's okay. We all have to eat crow sometimes. It keeps us humble. It keeps us from getting too arrogant, from thinking too much of ourselves. But it's not good to think too less of yourself either. Try to find that middle ground. That is true humility. And that's all I have time for today. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.